Are you considering a quarterback change this week?
Well, I think the quarterback play last night was not good enough, and so for me, everything's on the table.
And who would you consider going to if you make a change?
Well, I think that we're in the process of game planning for the Cincinnati Bengals. So in that process, we're trying to determine who will give us the best chance to win, and I'll probably give you more clarity on that tomorrow, as we are, I think, 14 hours removed from the game.
It seems like Mike McDaniel saw what we all saw last night and is thinking what we are all thinking as Dolphins fans after watching last night's performance by Tua Tagovailoa, and that is Tua time needs to be over. Tua time in Miami needs to be finished. It needs to be aborted. It needs to be thrown away. There is no way after that game last night or 2 nights ago, whenever you're watching this video, that you sit here and think that Tua should even be in the NFL still. That should not even be crossing your mind. He should be out of the league. He needs to be cut after this season. It's the same amount of money you pay him if you cut him or you don't. Get the trash out of town. You cut the ties with the garbage. You don't keep the garbage in your house even if there's space. You throw it out. And that's what the Miami Dolphins need to do. 100%. They went on a little 4-game fugazi win streak like I called it. But guess who didn't need to do anything to win those games besides the one against the Bills where he had one deep pass to Jalen Waddle that got us all back in? Tua. Tua didn't do anything. He didn't go over 200 yards or any of those games. It was all A-chain, A-chain, A-chain against bad teams. And then until you meet a good team that is fighting for a playoff spot, that is a playoff caliber, wildcard caliber team. I don't want to say they're too good. I don't want to overhype the Steelers now because we lost the Steelers. Don't want to overhype them. When they figure out that you're one-dimensional and they take away that one dimension, it's cooked. Just like I said, Tua is going to have to make passes when we're down or when we need to make big plays. And guess who wasn't able to do that? Down 28-3. Down it was 14, it was 7-3. Then it was 14-3. Then it's 21-3. Then it's 28-3. Our offense couldn't generate nothing, and that had to do with the QB1. Tua Tagovailoa. He sucked. Garbage. You can look at if you didn't watch the game and you look at the box score, don't even watch the video because your argument will be that he's decent. He started getting into rhythm down the stretch. Yeah, getting into rhythm down the stretch when they're dropping their players cover four. All of them are going back and they're just letting them throw to Devon A-Chain 2 yards behind, in front of the line of scrimmage, so they could waste the clock, and then they all come back down and make the tackle. The Steelers were letting the Dolphins get those completions. We're letting Tua pad his stats, so he has 22 out of 28 completions and a QB rating of 113. But if you watch the game, and if you watch the last 4 games before that, you've known Tua looks nothing. And if you watch the whole entire season, you know Tua looks nothing. Nothing like he did when we went on those runs in 2022, 2023. Simple. He's terrible. He has regressed drastically. I don't even know how it's possible that you could regress that drastically. Seriously, how is it possible that you could regress that drastically within one season? I don't even think it was that bad at the end of the last season. I mean, I remember the game against the Cardinals we lost, and I remember, okay, Tua's back, we're doing something, we're looking decent. Niners, we're looking a little, Tua's not that bad. If I remember the conversation coming into the season, if Tua was healthy, we win. Because we had those games with Tyler Huntley and Tim Boyle that we lost. And that was the reason why we lost. Bad QB play. If we have Tua, we win. That was the conversation heading into the season. Guess what? We've had Tua for all 14 games this season, and we look terrible. He has looked terrible, and he has no credit for at least 4 of those wins. He gets no credit for at least 4 of those wins. Terrible. You can get credit for the Falcons one. What was the other one in there? Doesn't get credit for the Jets win. Get credit for the Bills win. Those are 2 wins right there. Tua got us. That's it. Terrible season. He needs to be cut. He needs to be released. He needs to be burnt ties. I want his name banned from Miami Dolphins history. He robbed us of $50 million. It was a $50 million complete heist that he pulled off. Because there's no way you regress that drastically. What are you doing? What is going on that you have regressed that drastically within one season? What is going on that when you're throwing, you can't even complete a 20-yard pass without it looking like a wobbler? Where you're throwing wobblers into double coverage to the outside. We know the outside's been an issue, but it's never looked this bad. Nothing has ever looked this bad. His athleticism, his ability to just maneuver is terrible. It's not even like that it's not, there's no one near him. He's trying to, like, he's scrambling. He doesn't know what he's doing. It's awful. He's the worst quarterback in the league, leading the league in interceptions. He is completely putrid. Putrid. That's the word. Putrid. He's terrible. He's terrible. His athleticism has gone kapoof since college. It has slowly regressed every single year, but he looks like he's 44 years old. Phillip Rivers out there with his athleticism. He can't do those little spin moves that he did against the Ravens. Remember, he did the little spin move, threw it to Jalen Waddle or River Craycraft, whatever that play was. Can't do that. He can't extend the play at all. He couldn't do it before, but he really can't do it now. That's for sure. And with his abilities at quarterback decreasing drastically, he definitely ain't winning you a game in the cold. When you're in division with the Patriots, the Jets, and the Bills, all two New York teams and a Boston team, all in the Northeast, you ain't winning in November. You got to go play those teams in November and December and January. You got to play those teams to win the division. He's not winning you those games, especially with the Bills doing good. But the Patriots are back on the rise. Who knows what the Jets are going to do after this season? The Jets, they suck. And you look at their quarterbacks, Drake May, Josh Allen. They're in good situations right now. They're both in the playoff picture. What's with their quarterbacks? Athleticism, arm strength. They can do things. They can extend the play, and they win. That's what gets you the wins. Extending the play, doing things like that. Not sitting in the pocket, and you can't even complete complete a pass 15 yards. And then you want to go smile on the sideline. What are you smiling at? You think Tom Brady would be smiling after going down 28-3, not generating shit on offense, especially generating nothing in the passing game, and being down and having negative 20 yards in the third quarter? Negative 20. What were you, running backwards? What is this? You have the O-line's not bad. That's not even a thing to blame. The run game's not bad. So your running game's a threat. Your running game's a threat, but you can't run the ball on third down, on 3rd and 5, on 3rd and 7, on 3rd and 6 every time. So you got to be able to complete passes. You got to be able to operate a decent passing game, and we can't have it. We don't even have a decent passing game. We have a terrible quarterback that can't operate shit. He can't operate a high-tempo offense either, as we saw. When you're down 28-3 in the fourth quarter, you have no sense of urgency to get up to the line or do anything. You're in a huddle. You're slow. I mean, he's a 6-year starter. 6th year in the NFL. 4th year with this offense. How are you not able to call plays in advance and give hand signals or communicate with your receivers without huddling up to run the play? I don't know if that's an offensive playbook issue. It could be, but I'm pretty sure it's also a Tua issue. There should be no reason that you're not able to do that with your 4th year in this offense. No reason. No, I could do that in high school right now. You can call about 4 plays, and the quarterback can communicate them, and they'll know. Okay, this is that play right here. This is that play. This is quick right here. Bam, bam, bam. Got to get down the field. Got to hurry up. Got to get points on the board fast. Can't even move at a high tempo when you need to. Can't throw the ball deep when you need to. Everything has to be dump. 2 yards in front of the line of scrimmage, 3 yards in front of the line of scrimmage. You might get 5 if you're lucky, or screen pass extension of the run game, or we need crucial third down. Crucial third down. I'm gonna escape. I'm gonna run. Okay, I cross the line of scrimmage. Linebackers coming to flying at me. Survival mode. Turn on survival mode. Slide. 1 yard short of the line of scrimmage. Fuck it. Just put your fucking head down and dive. But that's what we get for having a limited quarterback with injury issues, with head issues. His brain can't operate, and then he also can't operate on the field like a true quarterback could. Because Josh Allen or any other, even Tom Brady would have dived head first and got that first down on 3rd and 2. But no, he's trying to slide. He's too busy worrying about not getting his next concussion. But everything's all right though, because he gets to go home to his kids. Get this fucking guy off my team. Then you see the video just now. I didn't see it right after the game, but now I've seen it today, where he's chatting up with Jalen Ramsey. I thought Jalen Ramsey called him weak as shit. I don't know what he's doing. But they look like they're having a jolly old time over there talking and chatting it up. I don't know what they're chatting about, but I mean, after a win, I mean, I'm glad Tua had fun getting paid $50 million to do nothing. I'm glad he can go home satisfied with his performance, or he can just trot out at the end of the game and chop it up with his former teammates being satisfied with his performance. Think any other quarterback would do? You think Josh Allen would be chatting up with a former defensive player that he was a teammate with after that performance? on primetime football? Hell no. Hell no. He does not have the intangibles. He doesn't have the ability. He doesn't have the skill set of a real winning quarterback. He might have a winning record as a Dolphins quarterback, but it don't matter. He had the best receiver in the league. Now, look, he's left with some decent weapons. He's left with A-Chain, left with Waddle. We can't even get them the ball. We can't even get the ball. We can't go through reads. We can't complete passes to our second read, third option. Fourth option. It's done. It's over. And here's him after the game talking about just what they have to do.
It is tough. We got to play better ball if we want to win games against good teams. Yeah, I mean, it's disappointing we didn't get the outcome we wanted to, and everything that goes on with the playoffs. But when you start the season the way we did, we made it hard on ourselves. So we just got to come in on a Wednesday, and we got to get back to work. Really, at the end of the day, it's about pride that you have for yourself, your last name on your back. Who you are as a husband, who you are as a father, as a son, as a teammate, all of that. So we'll see come on Wednesday.
I don't know what he's talking about at the end. I have no idea. It's the CTE getting control of him at the end, talking about sons, families, and last names and shit. How about we worry about the play? But the main thing I got out of that interview is all I hear is we. Just like when we were losing to the Chargers, just like we were losing to the Patriots in the last second, just when we were losing to the Colts when he said, well, I don't know, let's see who shows up for film study. All I hear is we. I don't hear I. It's a team game. There is no I in team. But your performance is bringing down the team. So I need to hear a little bit what I can do better, how I can actually improve this passing game, because I'm the leader of this offense. I'm the leader, especially of the passing game. How can I get this passing game going? What can I do as the quarterback, as the QB1 of this franchise, as the $50 million dude to help this team, to help this shitty-ass passing game that I'm operating? There's no I. He doesn't care. And then he's gonna talk about his kids at the end. He's gonna talk about, I'm going with my kids. You don't have no, and he talks about pride in the last name. You ain't got no pride in the last name that you wear in the back of your jersey. None. You don't have no pride going around there laughing around when you're down 28-3. Get the fuck out of here. Just because you put up 2 touchdowns at the end to make it look close. Get out of here. Get out of town. Get out of town. You stink. You stink. You can take them to $50 million for next year. Go. Open up a roster spot for God knows who. I don't even care. I don't care if it's Reed Sinnett. Open up the roster spot. He's better than this garbage can in town. 100%. No ifs and buts or nuts about it. He sucks. He's terrible. Terrible. Jesus. So it's disappointing too, because he gave you those moments of hope in 2022, 2023 where you can be accurate, you can see, but he's not that same dude right now. And it ain't gonna get better. You're getting older. His athleticism is gonna come back to him. His hip isn't gonna. He's not gonna get a new hip. There's nothing. I don't know what's going on. But he's not the same dude. It's evident. It's sad. He brought you to the playoffs twice. Got you in position for the playoffs twice. We had that one negative 27-degree weather game that was bullshit. But hey, he ain't do nothing after that to get us anywhere near those situations. It sucks. He's the 5th round pick in 2022 that gave you all that hope. Gave you that tank for Tua campaign. Gave you the hope that we got the next quarterback finally. We got a top 5 quarterback. You saw what he did at Alabama. There were still questions about the injury, but you saw what he did at Alabama. He was great. He was going to go number 1 if Joe Burrow didn't have the greatest QB season of all time almost. But guess what? This is what we got. This fucking shitbag. This fucking terrible quarterback. That's what we're left with. And we paid him $50 million a year because we saw something we never seen before. The accuracy. The offense clicking. And then Mcdaniel said, you know what? This is the guy. He can work with this offense. He can do his thing. He is a quarterback worth the money. I'm going to put my name behind him. He hasn't backed it up. He's gotten worse. He's looked terrible. And he hasn't won since he got the contract. Cut him. It's over. It's over. Restart. It's a new process all over again. Guess what? You got to live with it. You got to deal with it. You live and you learn. Don't draft another soft ass southern or warm temperature small quarterback. That's left-handed. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. Don't do it. He can't. It's simple. Tua sucks. He can't extend the play. He can't run. He can't throw. He can't escape. He can't do shit. But you know what the Miami Dolphins could do? Cut him. Let's go Dolphins.